Good day, YouTube. This is 16th of January, 2021. And we are back working on the 66 F100, my new shop truck. And surprisingly enough, a bunch of parts have come in. So I have enough stuff to proceed, I think. So we're going to get going on it. I'll show you what I got. So I guess most important, we got the new cam, new lifters, new double roller timing chain, picked up a new water pump. This is the brake light switch, arrived yesterday. I got the horn relay, it arrived a couple days ago. I got the 600 CFM Edelbrock carburetor. This is a manual choke, vacuum secondary. We got new heater hose, new bypass hose, top and bottom radiator hose, new fan belt, new thermostat, a new, to me, slightly used dual plane aluminum intake, got a new alternator, and some gasket maker. What I didn't get was the gasket set. It's actually not due to arrive till late this coming week. This is Saturday. But I've got some miscellaneous stuff. I probably have enough to get me through, or I might have to buy a gasket or two. Intake gasket's what I'm thinking. Let me look. Alright, it looks like I got what I need, so even another 4-barrel gasket. I know I'm kind of using a single plane plate on a dual plane manifold, but that'll work. So I got it in the gaskets that I need. So I'm going to need water pump gasket, although the water pump probably came with one. So there's that, but I needed the intake gaskets, and I've got those. So that's good. That's good. So that probably gets me through. Timing cover is probably in here. That's water pump. Timing cover is probably one of these, hopefully. And what else? I don't know. I think I got enough to get going anyway. Around the oil pan, I might have to reuse the rubber piece, but again, we'll seal it. I'll probably just clean this off real good around the top of the pan and use great stuff for sealing that. And we got intake stuff, so I think I have enough to put this thing back together. Getting kind of a late start on Saturday for whatever reason, so this is going to take a while, and I tend not to work very quickly. Just slow and steady kind of wins the race, if you will. Radiator's not here yet, so there's only so far we can go. So let me get a little organized here. Again, we're not using the old intake, so I need to find a place for that. And the old water pump, I tend to keep these things. I know they repop them, so there's probably no point in it, but I'll hang on to it for whatever reason. It was leaking out the weep hole, so it's definitely shot. Need to clean up the fuel pump. It was working good. Clean up the timing cover. I've got the my new, to me, heated parts cleaner warming up this morning. Turn on the pump. I picked up this dollar store plastic tote for doing bolts and so forth. I drilled a couple holes down in it so it would circulate water, but not lose any parts. So I'll throw the bolts in here pretty soon. I did get my brush put in. That's kind of cool, right? So it's a 300 gallon per hour pump that I put in this thing, so it's rock and rolls pretty good. So it's warming up. You can see her steaming, I think. You see it steaming? Yeah, she's been on for an hour or so, so she's doing good. So let me get some stuff cleaned up here, make some decent room to work. You know, the tear down is kind of a mess. I got a lot of gasket surfaces to clean up, get them wiped down, get them prepared. Then we'll install the cam, we'll install the lifters, we'll get the timing cover put back on after we get her cleaned up. And I'm going to take my time, clean up parts, get them painted, that kind of stuff. This is the time. I'm in no hurry. And we'll go from there. Alright, check back with you a little bit. Alright, I've been cleaning up gasket surfaces, kind of getting ready to start reassembly. What I could see, the cam bearings look super good. Generally speaking, they would. They don't usually wear too much. Got some of my junk put away. I wanted to show you though. I did a video, maybe a couple of them, on my Miracam heated parts cleaner, and I'm using Zepp Industrial Purple Concentrated Cleaner in here. This is the first time I've put in greasy parts, but oh my, this is impressive. So I was pretty sure I was coming in here to start brushing this aluminum down. Hey, I'm gonna grab a glove. All I really needed to do is just move things around a little bit and keep the cleaner spraying on a different part. You can just see the dirt just falling off of this thing. Let me get it situated here. There go my bolts. I put bolts in this plastic cup. I've just been pumping into it. So look at this. So a little bit of work in these areas. I'll just set this in and let the solvent flow in this area. And you just clean it up without effort. Even the silicone stuff kind of falls right off after a bit. I mean, you can kind of see that if I left this in here too long, this aluminum piece, that it might actually hurt the aluminum. So you wouldn't want to leave something in this thing too long. But wow. This is the best parts cleaning machine I've ever used. Pretty cool. Alright, I think I'm going to get the cam ready, and I think I have, I know I have some assembly lube. Bearing lube will work good. I also have a couple tubes. Usually I try to keep those on the same shelf. Oh, there it is. Motor assembly grease. I got options there. We'll get the cam lubed up. We'll get it installed pretty much the opposite way we took it out in the last video. We'll get the cam in and we'll start the reassembly of this thing. Again, cleaning parts as we go. We'll get the front end together. I'll get the block clean and maybe try to put a little bit of paint on it. We're not trying to make that engine look restored. We're just trying to make it presentable. And I realized I need a front seal, which I don't have. Pretty sure. I'll check that kit one more time. Let's go look, see if I have a front seal. No, I'm not seeing one. So I do have a gasket set coming, a full gasket set for 302. But it's not going to be here for a while, so I'll have to buy individual what I need. Okay, I'm going to get ready and install the cam. I'll bring it back when I put it in. Alright, slide this camshaft in. Slow and steady wins the race here. A piece of all thread here, 3/8/16 thread, piece of all thread. I just stuck a rod coupler and a bolt in the end just for a little extra leverage. just this latest piece I had. Gives you a lever. Get this last bearing going here. And there we are. Okay. So get the cam keeper on and the eccentric for the fuel pump. And then I got to go see about getting a seal, a front seal. It's the only thing I don't have to get this done. So, can I shut my camera off without making a mess of it? Alright, I was able to get a timing gasket set, so it had seal and all the gaskets I could possibly need. So, let's get that seal out of there. Be sure to back this before you start driving this out. You don't want to crack this cover. Yep. Yep. Let me grab a screwdriver. Using a big 3/4 drive socket. Just tap it carefully. Check it on the side. Going in a little crooked. Come on. Wow, it's not great. Not great. Wish that was going straighter. Let me fiddle with it. You want to be sure to put some grease on there. Now's as good a time as any so you don't forget. We'll also do the balancer as well, but I've never experienced too much grease before, so we'll get her in there. All right, we're going to glue all these gaskets on. I'm using Right Stuff. We're just going to take our time and glue everything on and let it all dry so we don't have gasket misalignment issues. The gasket set came with these little short pan gaskets too, which I was just going to use Right Stuff on, but now that we got them, I guess we'll use them. We'll glue those in as well. All right, let's glue on these little pan extensions. Figure which one's which. That ain't it. There we go. I guess these are cut to fit because we don't need this to go any farther than that. Ooh, that doesn't line up either. Oh, I see. It doesn't go all the way in there because this does. I got you. So we're going to have to trim this to fit. We'll sneak up on it a little. Okay, that's good. We're going to put a bead of sealant in that corner and we want to leave a little room for it. Okay, this one's set to fit. If this goes in, it's got a little notch on it right there for that tab. So this goes in after these do. We'll get some sealer in that corner as where the two seals come together. Not worried too much about that for the moment. Lining up the holes. Do the other side. Probably should have cut this one off first. Sneak up on it too. we go. Nice. We already got our sealer down in the corners. You don't want to put any other sealer on this rubber seal. It does a good job on its own, but we got to push this all the way down. Okay, and then put it in the groove. There, it'll find its home. So we're going to let this set up for a little bit. The container says 90-minute gasket maker. So we don't want them to let it sit 90 minutes or nothing, but maybe 20 minutes. And so it doesn't move around on us too much. And then we'll put that on. I will put another bead on the engine block for all of these surfaces also. Okay, we're just taking our time. Do it right. No leaks. But while we're waiting for glue to dry, we'll put the timing chain in. So when we shut this down, we put it on top dead center. All right. So the keyway is up, and the timing marks on the chain, as I slide them on, are pointing to each other. You know, the cam mark is right there. The crank mark is right there. So the dowel is going to be down on the cam, which it is, and the key is going to be up on the crank, which it is. See if we can put this together without dropping the crank gear down in the oil pan or something. Okay. Yeah. See, I wish I had a tapping hammer. I do. Okay. Now then, wish I could see a little better. Sort of using that dowel to bump the camshaft over slightly. Kind of a delicate deal here. And real hard to see. New chain's pretty tight too, so really tight actually. I'm going to dry fit the cam gear Yeah, falls right on. Which it should. Okay. There. We got her. We got her. Now then, the eccentric for the fuel pump. I'd like to see that dowel out a little farther than it is. Oh, maybe the cam's not all the way on. Yeah. No, it's there. Our alignment is fine. Oh. Say the cam's all the way in, or the cam gear is all the way on, but the cam itself might have pushed back a little bit. So I'm going to run this bolt in to fully engage the gear, because that little alignment pin should be out a little bit to engage the fuel pump eccentric thing here. So this should fix it. Maybe. Not exactly. Not exactly. Yeah. Let me fiddle with it. Well, gang, problems. More problems. This is the original timing gear. It's always good never to throw this stuff away. The new one is, the hub is deeper, and this actually comes out. This one does not. This one was not designed for the fuel pump eccentric. This one's machined for it. This one is not. So I got the wrong timing set. Crap. Alright, well, I guess if I can find one so we can keep going. So CarQuest had a regular timing set and I grabbed it. I don't have a lot of hopes. That's the only one they had and can get today. Maybe. Well. I know that this one that's on it is not going to work. Isn't that always the way? Best laid plans. Alrighty, we're Where's my tapping tool? Off with the old, or off with the new. On with the newer. They said the book says this will work with older engines, so it's mechanical fuel pumps. Nope. It will not. Make sure that cam's tight. Nope, that dowel does not come through the gear. It sits too far back. So, 2 down, they ain't working. Oh boy. Off of there. Okay, we're going to put the original gear back on it. It's actually not looking any better. I'll bet if I put that eccentric on, this would come out far enough. Wonder if I didn't tighten it up far enough. I did let this one rattle home a little bit till that thing came up flush with the washer. Still going now. At least it come off easier. Alright, I'm going to take some measurements. Well, this is getting kind of interesting, I guess. So my stock gear, the one I took off, if I measure this center hub, it's right at 500 thousandths. All right, plus or minus 500 thousandths. If I measured either the gear that I bought, the roller gear, or the one I just picked up, the hub, 635 thousandths. So I got 130 thousandths more hub than I used to, and I don't really have a good machined surface for the eccentric to sit on. Not like I had here. So I guess I'm going to return that and try to get another one. Alright. We'll keep working at it. We'll get it. Well, gang, I've been over 2 towns. The town I live in and one to the west of me, trying to get the right gear, and I have struck out. So this is the old gear, the Ford gear. This was the replacement I got with the cam and the lifter set. This being a roller, and this being a regular timing chain. And this center piece here just gives it too much depth. It's not really set up to run that eccentric, it appears, because it wouldn't bolt on well. And then after I measured it, this is 635 thousandths, this is 500 thousandths. So it's 135 thousandths too wide. It's not right. Now, this gear isn't the gear that's in the picture of the eBay ad that I purchased. So there's the one in the ad. So you can see that one actually looks exactly like this one. This is the one I need, and that's not what they sent. So I've responded to the seller and said, hey, I need one like it's in the picture. I explained the measurements difference, and I guess we'll go from there. I can't get one locally. People can order them, but hey, I can order them. They want like a bunch of money for them. So I'm going to slow my roll here and see what we can get. So it's hard to make progress when we run into these types of issues, but I guess, back in the day I was working on these. These were current models, and now they're old. So it's giving me a guilt complex how old I guess I am. So we're going to have to back up and punt a little bit. I hate to put the rest of the valve train back together without the timing set, because it makes the timing gears more difficult to put on when you can't freely turn the cam. But I guess I'm willing to fight it to not lose a whole day tomorrow of forward production. So I think I will tomorrow drop in the lifters and push rods and run the valves and go ahead and put the new intake manifold on, and carburetor and stuff, and get that much done while I'm sorting out this timing chain issue. I have an opportunity from the guy I bought the intake manifold from to purchase was a fresh 302 that lost oil and hurt a cylinder. I may go get that 302 engine, thinking about it anyway. I'll send him a note, see what's up. At first I wasn't interested in it, and then every day that goes by I'm thinking, I should have picked that up. So I might, which might give me something to do tomorrow, just more constructive than to fiddle fart around with something else waiting for timing set. So all right, gang, thanks for watching. Appreciate the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification if you haven't already, and do give me a thumbs up on the way out. Let's try to get this channel to grow just a little bit. All right, guys, catch you on the next one. Good day, YouTube. This is 16th of January 2021, and we are back working on the 66 F100, my new shop truck. And surprisingly enough, a bunch of parts have come in. So I have enough stuff to proceed, I think. So we're going to get going on it. I'll show you what I got. So I guess most important, we got the new cam, new lifters, new double roller timing chain, picked up a new water pump. This is the brake light switch, arrived yesterday. I got the horn relay, it arrived a couple days ago. I got the 600 CFM Edelbrock carburetor. This is a manual choke, vacuum secondary. And we got new heater hose, new bypass hose, top and bottom radiator hose, new fan belt, new thermostat, a new, to me, slightly used dual plane aluminum intake, got a new alternator, and some gasket maker. What I didn't get was the gasket set. It's actually not due to arrive till late this coming week. This is Saturday. But I've got some miscellaneous stuff. I probably have enough to get me through, or I might have to buy a gasket or two. Intake gasket's what I'm thinking. Let me look.